Are you passionate about caring for others? What if I told you there's an opportunity to work in the UK nursing home with visa sponsorship and you don't even need prior healthcare experience? Hi, I'm Edwina and welcome to Time with Ed, where we explore relocation, immigration, and career opportunities in the UK. Today, I'll walk you through everything you need to know about nursing home jobs with visa sponsorship, from the skills required to the application process and even tips to succeed. By the end of this video, you'll be ready to take your first steps towards an exciting career in the UK. Let's dive in. So what exactly does working in a UK nursing home involve? In a nursing home, you'll be supporting elderly residents who need round-the-clock care. This includes helping them with daily tasks like bathing, dressing, and eating. You'll also assist with mobility and provide companionship, and in some cases, administer basic medical support under supervision. Nursing home jobs are perfect for people who are compassionate, patient, and eager to make a difference. And here's the best part: you don't need prior experience to start. Employers provide full training, including how to care for residents with different needs. When I say residents here, they simply mean service users or patients. Properly lifting and transferring residents using hoists, understanding hygiene and safety practices. To be eligible for visa sponsorship, you also need a job offer from a licensed sponsor here in the UK, proof of English proficiency like an IELTS certificate, a health check and criminal record clearance. It's straightforward, and your employer would guide you through the visa process once you secure a job. Let's talk about the visa itself. That is the Health and Care Worker Visa. This visa allows you to work legally in the UK for up to 5 years. It's specifically designed for roles like nursing home workers, meaning it comes with full perks like a reduced visa application fee, faster visa processing times, the ability to bring your family to the UK, and here's the best part: after 5 years of working in the UK, you can apply for permanent residency. Once your visa is approved, you'll not only have a stable job, but also a chance to build a long-term future in the UK. All right, so how do we find these nursing home jobs? Let me walk you through it. You can use trusted job platforms. Look for openings on websites like NHS Jobs, Indeed, and Total Jobs. Apply for these jobs to major care providers directly on their websites. Companies like Barchester Healthcare, HC1, and Care UK are always hiring nursing home staff. When you're applying for these jobs, tailor your CV such that they will highlight qualities like empathy, teamwork, and adaptability. If you've helped to care for any family member or volunteered in the past, make sure you mention that, as it can make a huge difference. Now, let me tell you why you should consider working in a nursing home, because there are numerous benefits to it. You earn a steady income while gaining valuable skills. Employers provide free training, so you can start with no experience. And guess what? It's a pathway to permanent residency here in the UK. Plus, the work is incredibly fulfilling. You build relationships with residents and truly make a difference in their lives every day. Now, it's your turn. If it sounds like an opportunity you've been waiting for, please start by updating your CV and apply to licensed sponsors today. If you have questions about the process, please drop them in the comments below. I'm here to help. And please don't forget to subscribe to Time with Ed for more tips on UK healthcare job opportunities, visas, and relocation advice. Together, you and I can make your dream of living and working in the UK a reality. Remember I said all you have to do is go online and search for these jobs. Anyway, so I'm going to take you through the process. This information is accurate as of Sunday, 12 January 2025. So I can see jobs from various websites like the NHS Jobs, Indeed, Total Jobs, and then from the direct websites of the various employers. I'm going to go off screen and I'm going to share my personal screen with you so that you see the jobs available in real time. Okay, people, this is Ed. We are going to continue with the job search. Like I said in the video, there are ways to do it, but it starts mainly from Google. Now, personally, what I would recommend for everybody given the fact that people have been duped in the past, is first of all, go to Google. Per my experience, I would rather you work with the trusted organizations, so like the big names with so many branches scattered all over the country or all over the UK. So you go to Google and then you go to main nursing home companies. I mean, there's no one way to do it. So it can be largest nursing home companies or biggest nursing home companies. So you can go here and then you just add UK, something like that. So when you get it, so this is what I have over here. Just press it. It's just for you to have an idea of what the companies are, so that it's not from Edwina's mouth. I mean, I'd rather you go straight to the source and then you see for yourself. Google is everybody's friend, guys. So let's do it together. So this is from 10. We've got Every Healthcare, Sanctuary Care. We've got this. So it's a lot. However, my focus would be on, let's go to, my focus would be on number 5, Four Seasons, number 4, Bupa, number 3, HC1, number 2, UK. What did I say? UK, sorry. Number 2, Care UK, and then number 1, Barchester Healthcare. Don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to be selective here. I'm only trying to focus on the ones that I know and the ones that I've gotten personal experience with. So that when I'm talking from my personal experience and I'm talking from what I know. Whereas from 6 to 10, I may have heard of them, but I don't really have any personal experience there. And I don't really know for sure what goes on there. Yeah. So let me go with, just to be on the safer side, let's just do Barchester Healthcare. It says is the number 1 in the pack. And then there's Care UK. Now, you can just go here and then you just type in Barchester Healthcare UK. It gives you an overview of what they do, because obviously you can't just start the job search and like you've got no idea of who the company is or what they do, because once you're successful with the job search and then you go into the interview session, you're going to be fumbling since you don't even know anything about the company. So for starters, this is Barchester Healthcare. You can see their drop downs of careers, blah 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 blah. Don't worry about that, we'll go there later. But this gives you an overview of what Barchester Healthcare is about. It says they are over 200, they've got over 200 care homes in the UK. There's always a Barchester care home near you. So it gives you an idea of the fact that they are sort of nationwide. Yeah, so if you want to work, say, in England, then you've got an idea that, oh, wherever I go to, there's a Barchester home. I hope you understand me. Yeah, so now let's go back. And then now we go to careers. When you go to careers, this is what you do. There's search by job title. So that's where you put in care assistant. Wherever you see bank in the UK, bank is like, it's not part-time per se. Bank is like you are to cover shifts. So you're not like a permanent employer. Sorry, you're not a permanent employee. You are there on the side. And then as and when you are needed, you are contacted. So please never choose bank because you want something full-time or permanent, okay? So care assistant, care home. So you'd see this is bank. This is care home. So please, you always choose care home. Okay, so this is what Barchester looks like. And because I'm here in the UK, when you open it, it comes this way. And then you have careers at Barchester, careers in nursing, careers in care, blah, blah, blah. So please see this. This is the home page. And I'm using this mobile phone for you to understand that you need not get a laptop to be seated at one place or a desktop. No. You can do your job search on the go. Whether you're in the bus, whether you're in a house, wherever you find yourself, and you can make time. You make time, you get your data, and then you just do the job search. It's as easy as that. So for Barchester, for instance, you come here, there's About Us, Careers at Barchester, Benefits and Rewards, Current Vacancies, News. Please, you go to Careers at Barchester. There's Careers in Nursing and then Careers in Care. So for nurses, you go to Careers in Nursing and then you just type in nursing. So there's nursing, or I mean, they like to say RGN. So whichever way, we'll try both and then you see. So this is what it looks like. So you just scroll down and then we'll just choose one, any of them. I'm not being particular. And then this is it. So when you choose it, this is what it says. And then you just blah, 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 you just go through it. And then this is the interesting part. Offer to pay health and care work visa, immigration fees, into brackets, for eligible nurses. So that's it over here. And then I'll go back to how we started. Careers at Barchester. So we've got care assistant. So many jobs here. This is what I need you to please be careful of. Once you open it, the job is there, right? However, you need to go here. So this was posted. Always please note when it was posted, when it expired, so that you know that it's an active vacancy, because there's no point in looking for a job if it's already expired. So we're just coming down to see what's going on. Fine. There's nothing happening down there like what we saw for the nurses, not a problem. So when you go to apply now, do you have any previous informal or formal care experience? You go to no. Right to work. Whether you are eligible for employment in the United Kingdom. All that it means is whether or not you can be given a visa. So whether or not you can be sponsored to come into the country to work. That's all it means. So that's the eligibility criteria for working in the UK. So you always click yes. And then there's next. So this is what the international recruitment page looks like. So this is international nurses, not a problem. You just, for those that this is applicable to, so for the international nurses, I need you to please be keen here. Please be aware, Barchester Healthcare and its approved suppliers do not and will not ever charge job seekers to find them work, which also includes sponsorship opportunities. This applies to all roles within the organization. What it means is that it's not just for nurses, all roles. I'm going to scroll down and then you're going to see that there are carer roles or health assistant roles that equally come with visa sponsorship. Please do not pay a dime to anybody who would come to you and tell you that they are representing the company. There's nothing like that. Deal directly with the company. So I prefer that once you Google, get to the company's main websites like what I have done over here, then you apply directly, please. If payment has ever been requested, so this one highlights the fact that you can always report this to Action Fraud. You just press here and then you report the fraud, and that is it. So this is for the nurses. It's pretty much straightforward here. The fact that you have to comply with the NMC requirements. You should have done your CBT, waiting to do your OSCE. And then when you click here, there's more information. I don't want us to waste time on this one because we need to get the details for the job. So now this is it. It says, this is your chance to make a difference every day. This is a career in nursing with Barchester Healthcare. Barchester Healthcare has limited sponsorship opportunities for care assistants and senior care assistants. To be added to our database, please send your details to international.carers@barchester.com. Upon receiving your details, a member of the international team will only contact you if your profile and or experience meets the requirements of one of our current vacancies. I just want to highlight the fact that once you see anything like and or experience, it's not necessarily healthcare experience. Sometimes when you open the job itself, you would actually see there that are you new to care? Nobody really cares whether you have experience in care or not. All they need to know is that you've got empathy and you've got good communication skills. So I'm going to open to a particular job, and then you see that that is what they need. So this page is done. Let's close it. So this is just a typical example of what the job looks like, okay? Now we've got care assistants, care home. Now, when you go down over here, it tells you what the role is about. And what it says here essentially is what I've already highlighted in the video before we came here to get the job search bits done, all right? Then about you, this is what I need you to please be keen on, yeah? It says to join us as a care assistant, you need to have some experience of caring for older people, a can-do approach, and excellent communication skills. Your empathy and warm-hearted approach will shine through, but above all, you will have the compassion needed to deliver the highest standard of care and support for all our residents. In return, we'll provide the training you need to thrive. Don't bother about the fact that it says that you need to have experience in taking care of older people, because once you click the various jobs, some highlights experience, some highlight the fact that are you new to care? They don't have a problem with it. What I need you to be focused on is the fact that you need to have excellent communication skills, which is why they are always about the out, out, out. And the out is not just Barchester specific, the out cuts across all organizations. So now we are going back, and then I'm going to show you one of them that will probably ask you whether you are new to care, and then it will say no problem. They will train you. Okay, I was trying to look for where this particular company highlights the fact that you need not have experience in every role. So this is Barchester Healthcare, careers in care. Now let's focus on this part, this particular last paragraph. It says whether you join us in an entry level role or as an experienced carer. All they mean is that not all the roles would be for people who are experienced, because they are willing to train you, okay? Now, I'm going to go up and then I'll explain something to you so you could get where I'm coming from. Good. So the first sentence here, for some of our roles, you'll need to have experience of caring for older people. So obviously, some of the roles will need experience and some will not. I hope you understand where I'm coming from. Good. Now, let me come to the part that it's clear on the visa sponsorship bits and how you have to apply. So our focus is over here. It says Barchester Healthcare has limited sponsorship opportunities for care assistants and senior care assistants. To be added to our database, please send your details to international.carers@barchester.com. And then it tells you what's going to happen after. That once they receive it, there'll be somebody from the recruitment team who will contact you. And if your profile matches or your experience meets their requirements, you'll be contacted. Now, wherever it mentions experience, it need not be care only. Usually, these care homes need transferable skills. So you may have a background in, say, commerce, business, management. You could even do something that is farther from care, health, science, or business. You could even just be self-employed. You could be a trader, or you could just be home and probably somebody was sick in your family, or a family friend was ill, and then you sort of help to take care of them. All they need is somebody, like I highlighted to you earlier, who has empathy. So if you feel for others, and if you actually go through what people go through in terms of their sickness, and you feel the need to care for people, that's all they need. And the fact that you need to be able to communicate well, so you speak well, you write well, pretty much that's about that. Okay, to Bupa nursing home, then you go to UK, so that you can see what the homepage is like. So this is it, and then this is it. You click on this, it gives you this. Then again, just like we did Barchester, I would like to give you an overview. So not really in detail, but just for you to have an idea. So it says we have over 120 care homes across the UK, offering a range of support. So the key thing that I want to highlight here is the fact that they've got over 120 care homes. Personally, per my experience, you are better off with the well-established nursing homes. First of all, they've been in the business for so long and they know what they are about, and their sponsorship plans are way better as compared to the newer, homes. This is not in any way to downplay any nursing home. I've not been paid to do anything like this. I just want you, the viewer, to see that you can actually get a job from your home country without paying a dime to any middleman. Just do it directly, which is an option. Go to the main company's website and then you see for yourself. Yeah. So this is what is there for Bupa. And then let's try and get the careers. So usually the trick is to always go up depending on what the interface of their website or the software looks like. So we come here. Okay, so I think this is for those looking for the services. So how about we go to maybe Bupa Careers? That is if there's something like that. Good. So this is it. And then Careers at Bupa. And this is the funny thing. People are already seeing. People also ask, does Bupa care home over visa sponsorship? So just for curiosity's sake, you see here. So I think the highlighted part is if you're an international worker and you're successful in fulfilling one of our roles and you meet the requirements of a skilled worker visa, Bupa can support you with obtaining the COS we talked about earlier. That is the certificate of sponsorship to work in the UK. So simply put, of course, Bupa offers the sponsorship for the visa, obviously, because I mean, it's one of the big companies we've got here in care. So we go to Bupa Careers, and then let's see what we've got here. So this is nursing and nursing manager roles, and then we've got care roles. So let's go to care roles. What happened? It says page not found. Not my fault, guys. I think it's the system. Let's see if we can get something here. All right. So let's go here. Is it care assistant? Sorry. I think over here, the keyword should be sponsorship. Or what do you think, guys? We scroll. Care homes. So basically, care homes and nursing homes are used interchangeably. So please, if you don't see nursing home anywhere and you see care home, it's pretty much the same thing. So care homes here, we open, we go down here, and then we move here. So as usual, care assistant on the second bullet point, and then registered nurse on the last. So we start with here. And then this is what you're going to see, all right? And then this is the role. So it tells you the role of the care assistant. It tells you here in 2 brief paragraphs. It gives you the responsibilities here. And then key skills or qualifications. This is the beauty of it. It talks about the fact that you should be motivated, you should be positive with great interpersonal skills. And then this is it. Whether you are an experienced carer or catch this or new to the sector, will provide you with the support and training you need to develop. That's the beauty of it. So, like I said, then again, I mean, you actually do not need to have experience in care. All right, you can have transferable skills from whichever industry you are from, not necessarily healthcare. And then there's benefits, blah 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 blah, and then there's a recruitment process. So I think let's quickly go to this side. It tells you what the process is like, that you apply. So if you want to apply, you fill their short online application, which will include uploading a CV. And then alternatively, you can come to the physical location. However, I mean, obviously, if you're if you're applying for the job, yeah. So if you're applying for the job from like overseas or from your home country, as an international applicant, you can't come there physically. So the job interview would always be online. Okay, it's just for you to have an idea of it. All right, so that is it. Now, as we scroll, what do we see here? International or domestic sponsorship. Let's go to more info and then we see whether there's something there for us. Good. Bupa is a sponsored license holder, which allows us to employ international colleagues in the UK on a skilled worker visa. And then it tells you what is here. Then it goes here, the eligibility requirement. For me, this is always my issue, so that you don't waste your time applying for something only for you to be told that you are actually not successful with it because then you were not eligible. So always please ensure that you've got the requirements set, all right? So you need to get a job offer from the employer in the UK. The employer must be on the list of licensed sponsors. So remember I mentioned that you go to the government website, so gov.uk, and then you get everything there. And then you need a valid COS, all of it here. And then guys, you see this, the English language requirements. So for the IELTS, please brace yourself and embrace the fact that we need to go through the IELTS. Not to worry, I'll take you through the IELTS personally. It's not really a big deal. Just take your time. First things first. Obviously, you can't take the IELTS test if you don't have the job waiting. So let's just have an idea of the fact that you can actually be successful in looking for a job from your home country. All right, good. So now this is it. Back to this. That was just by the way anyway, for you to know that you need you actually need to take the IELTS test. I'm sure over here it says, I mean, you may have seen on the page that you must have this amount in your bank account to show you can support yourself in the UK or be already working in the UK on a skilled worker visa. Now, it says if you're an international worker and you are successful in filling one of our roles and meet the requirements, they can sponsor you to obtain the COS. There's a part in the COS that mentions that you actually need not show financial proof for yourself, so far as your organization or your prospective employer states that they can support you financially. So if you know me personally, you know that I believe in going to the source. I don't like third party saying something. No, go to the source yourself and find out for yourself so that it wouldn't be, oh, he said, she said. What did you actually see once you did your research? Now, there's a part in the COS that talks about the prospective employer having to tick to certify maintenance for whichever employee they want to sponsor. So this is what it simply means. Financial maintenance can either be done by the migrant, in this case, you or myself, which would prove that we have sufficient funds in the bank or savings account. So this part is talking about the fact that you and I are coming from Ghana to the UK. We need to show the UK government that we can actually take care of ourselves financially. So that's this part. Now, or by the employer certifying that it would maintain them If you want to certify maintenance for a migrant and under tier 2 for their dependents, you just need to tick the relevant box on the COS you assign. All that I am saying here simply means that your employer, once they tick yes, they are a huge employer. So they've got that license to sponsor. Once we go to the gov.uk, that's the government website, you see the fact that these companies I've mentioned so far to you, that's Barchester and Bupa, they are like the A-rated sponsors. So the government knows that they've got credibility, that they've got the license to sponsor. Once they take yes, meaning they'll sponsor you, there are no qualms about you having to show your proof of financial sustenance in the UK, i.e., showing the bank statements. All right, so initially the plan was just to do Barchester and Bupa. However, I've decided to add Care UK so that you see that the same format runs through it. So when you Google Care UK, this is what comes. As usual, it's like that, like what we did for the previous two, and then you move to careers, like you are seeing here. And then this is what appears on your screen. So it's just to scroll through for you to see what it looks like. All right. Now, let's go back. And then you see care roles, yeah? Once you press on care roles, this is what it says. If you are passionate, caring, and looking for a rewarding job with excellent training opportunities, join Care UK and make a real difference in your career. So everybody is highlighting on the fact that you need to be empathetic. And empathy is akin and passion. So that's about that. So we go here. It says find out more. Now, when you open it, sorry guys, so this is what it says. Do you have a strong desire to help others? If you are passionate, caring and looking for, it's just like what we saw already. Now, this is the thing. Whether you are new to care or are already a committed carer, looking to take the next step in your career. So I just want you to understand the trend. We've checked 3 main employers and everybody is highlighted on the fact that you may or may not be new to care. You may or may not have the experience. All that matters is that you've got, like I said, great communication skills and you've got empathy, you've got passion to care for people and they're willing to train you, all right? So now you go to what? Apply now. So this is what the UK interface looks like. Because I'm here, the whole idea is that you're already in the country, all right? But don't give up. Don't think Care UK is not thinking about the international applicants from their various home countries. Now, there's a part in the careers here that shows you overseas recruitment. Over here, what does it say? Recruiting caring healthcare professionals from around the world. We support passionate and hardworking nurses and carers to live and work in the UK. Here, our dedicated internal team recruits, sponsor, and relocate both nurses and carers who are already living in the UK and from overseas. Then here, it tells you, excuse me, it tells you why you need to join Care UK from overseas. Then it gives you the breakdown over here that they would ensure you settle in the UK. The second paragraph talks about the fact that you receive a competitive relocation package, which includes the COS, visa, flight, accommodation, OSCE training. So over here, the OSCE bit would be for my fellow nurses, exam booking for the nurses, travel, which is also included for the NMC pre-registration nurses. So all of this bit is applicable to both nurses and carers. However, the OSCE and the exam booking highlights the fact that they are willing to go a step forward for the nurses in terms of their OSCE training. Now, it says the full package will be shared with you before your pre-screening call with our overseas advisors. So if you happen to watch my first video when I talk about my personal journey from Ghana to the UK. I did mention the fact that all of this were paid for, which is visa, flight tickets, and everything, and it was captured in my contract because it was part of the terms of my contract. And I also stated in the video there that you should please and please check your contract to know what the terms of your contract are. Sorry, yeah. So to know what the terms of your contract are. And over here it's been stated again or highlighted again. I put it as part of my description in the in the second video, that although I highlighted the ALT and the CBT, there's the police clearance and then the tuberculosis, but those ones are pretty straightforward. The main issues are the CBT and the ALT. Even for the CBT, it's not really a big deal, but the challenge for most people is the ALT, and not to worry, we are going to delve into the ALT. Now, so this is it, yeah? And then once you arrive in the UK, you'll be assisted to do the OSCE. Now this is recruitment for overseas and UK carers. Now this is it. Recruitment for overseas and UK carers. We press it and then it says over here what the requirements are. Now, when I was going through this initially, I actually happened to see this word, the SELT, or the Secure English Language Test. Now, I took my time to go through what it meant, and it was just similar to ALT, because when I Googled the kind of test it is, it also has listening, reading, writing, and then speaking. And you can equally use it for the visa and immigration purposes. What I would always advise is that you actually do things like on the safer side, because now my question is, what if you take your time to go through these tests? That's the Secure English Language Test, or the CELT, and then you don't actually get the job from Care UK. I'm not saying that you not get the job, but you know, lots of people are equally going to apply. So why don't you put yourself at a great advantage instead? For me, I would say that if you are able to do the ALT is widely accepted. So you are better off taking the ALT, such that in case you do not get this particular job which demands this particular CELT, you could use the ALT for the other companies. However, if you are okay with the fact that you would rather do the CELT, that's no problem at all. You could always do the CELT. Okay, and then this is for the pre-registration nurses who are already in the UK. A pre-reg nurse simply means that you are a nurse from your home country, but you are in the UK. However, you are yet to sit for your OSCE, and then you are yet to get your PIN. So the PIN in the UK is the license to practice. It's just like what you have in your home country. So Care UK is also willing to, help you with it. Now, this is what it says over here. Please send your CV to overseas@careuk.com, and you will be contacted for a pre-screening call if your application meets our experience and skills criteria. Once again, guys, please let me highlight on the fact that if it says meet our experience, not necessarily healthcare experience, they just want transferable skills. So probably you worked in retail before, you have your own business, probably you're a student, but then you help to take care like of a younger sibling or of your aunt or of your grandma or of your grandpa. So you need to put all these things in there so that they're able to see that, one, you've got compassion or the empathy to provide care for people. Two, you are good with your communication. And of course, they'll need you to show like the English test requirement certificate so that they are sure that you're able to communicate well in English. So now please, you see this one here too, in bold, we never charge recruitment fees. I can't stop buttressing on this point, guys. Please do not pay a dime to any middleman. I personally prefer for you to apply directly to the healthcare providers. Some people will want to apply through the nursing agencies, but I feel that when that happens, then it's a triangular situation. There's you, the candidate, or the nurse, or the carer. Then there's the company like Barchester or Bupa or Care UK, and then there's the agency, that's the nursing agency. Why not deal directly with the company? So please get it done. Yeah. Now it gives you an extra feature here that you could hear from colleagues who joined from like from overseas. So these people equally did what you're about to do. They were in their home countries and then they applied. All right. So this is Ohene, who is an RN in one of KUK's homes. You go down here, there's Margaret, and then there's Chad, and and it goes on and on and on and on and on. So at your free time, you can press it, the videos, and then you can actually listen to whatever they've got to say, probably what their experience was in terms of when they were applying, and probably the kind of support and the kind of working environment that they find themselves in. So basically, that's all about it. I think this is clear. And although we've done 3 out of the 10 main providers, you can see what the trend is. Everybody wants you to, first of all, show empathy, communication, and then never to pay anything to anybody. All right. Thank you.